Hey everyone, welcome to Can't Afford to Record, the YouTube channel where we figure out the art of audio production together. It's been a bit of a whirlwind the past month or so I haven't made as much content as I would like for the channel, but sometimes that's how it goes. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. And I did just have an hour today and I thought I'm going to just see what I can get out here. And hopefully it's going to make some sense. There's probably going to be a lot of editing because this isn't scripted at all. But this whole sort of concept has been on my mind the past couple of weeks. So let's give it a go. Let's see if I can get across what I want to get across. And as the title of the video suggests, it's about how to ask for feedback on your mix. When we start mixing, we are really usually quite worried about every single element. Am I compressing enough? Is there enough? Have I EQ'd enough? Is it loud enough? All kinds of stuff we are really critical about. So we often throw it out into these Facebook groups where you can get mix feedback, maybe subreddits, all of this sort of stuff. And you're desperately looking, and it's for genuine want to get better. You want to get better. And so you're sending this stuff out to these groups and these places, and you're getting feedback from strangers on the internet about your song and your mix. And I think at the beginning, this is a pretty good and healthy thing to do because you start to get really used to certain terminology and you start to see particular patterns. Maybe you'll have a lot of people suggesting, oh, you need to high pass, the guitar more. And if everyone's saying it, then maybe that's a good thing to take into consideration. But I also want to explain why it's not always a great thing, and that I need to be very careful about because I still actually really think it's a good practice. But I think as the person that's mixed the song, you have to be in the right mindset in how to ask for feedback on your mix. Let's set the scene. You've finished a mix that you feel really good about. You absolutely love it. You go and ask for feedback, and then you're sort of overwhelmed by this wave of the snare drum needs to be better. It's too bright. It's too overcompressed. Whatever. There's 1,000 different things you can say about someone's mix. And you all of a sudden don't feel very good about what you've done, despite spending hours potentially on this and initially feeling really good about it. So what happened? I think when you first start asking for feedback on your mix, if everyone doesn't say it's fantastic, then it's not a good mix, and that's just simply not true. So I think what a lot of the big issues are is if you really love the mix you've done, why are you asking for feedback on it? And I'm saying all this as someone that has done this, and actually I still do. I'm a part of a few Facebook groups that I will throw a mix into occasionally. Hey, let me know what you think about this. So I'm always still looking for more opinions, more thoughts on my work. So this is the mindset I started getting into, and I really think it's helped me when I'm asking for feedback. And that is, first of all, when I finish a mix, if I really like it, I generally won't ask for any feedback. And certainly if it's for a client, if I'm mixing for someone's EP, someone has paid me to mix a song for them, I definitely won't go and put it into a Facebook group. I won't, because the only person who gets to decide if it's good or not is, of course, you, but even above you is the person that's paying you. If they like the mix, then that's the mix. You nailed it. You done it. But let's say I finished a mix and I do really like it, but for me, the kick drum, I just can't decide if it's perfect or not. Maybe I'm just a little on the fence of, is it too clicky? It's pretty much 95% there, but there's just something about it that maybe it's too bright or whatever. That's when I generally throw a mix into one of these groups or send it to a friend or something like that. And I usually don't say anything because even if I get feedback of snare drum's too loud, the cymbals are too bright, whatever it might be, and no one mentions the kick, then happy days. I'm extremely happy. I've done it because everything else, in my opinion, was fine. So if someone comes and says the snare drum's no good or the bass is too loud, I don't think it is. And that wasn't the mindset I had going into asking for feedback. But if I'm not sure about a certain element and then someone picks up on the element, or maybe a few people say, oh, that kick is a bit bright, or I'm not too, then I'm like, I had my suspicions and I'm going to address that now. Now, that doesn't mean if someone gives you feedback on a mix and they give you a bunch of stuff that you shouldn't completely ignore it. I've definitely done mixes where I've had this mindset and then someone's come back and they're like, I'm hearing this and this is pumping. Then I'll be like, yeah, I can hear that compressor pumping now. I didn't pick up on that before. So definitely don't disregard what other people say when you ask for feedback. But I also think if you're going to put a mix out there for feedback and 18 people comment and give you their opinion, a very valid opinion, that doesn't necessarily mean you've got 18 things to fix now. That's kind of my mindset in asking for feedback on a mix. What do you think? Do you have a similar opinion? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to know what everyone else thinks. Give me feedback on my feedback video. Thanks so much for watching today's video, everyone. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, you can leave me a thumbs up. And if you like it more than that, you can subscribe right here on Can't Afford to Record. I'll see you soon.